More on the Cuba-US relations, we spoke to an author earlier, Paolo Spadoni. He's a professor of political sciences at Georgia Regents University. And my colleague Elaine Reyes asked him how he sees the relationship between the two countries progressing and how long embargoes could stay in place.
Raul Castro is 84 years old by now, and he has already committed himself to remain in power until 2018. So after that, a new Cuban leader will emerge. It remains to be seen whether the new leadership will be willing to make the necessary changes so to create the conditions for the lifting of the United States embargo against Cuba. But it's difficult to foresee what's going to happen. In my opinion, the momentum that President Obama has built with his own provisions will continue until 2016. Then it will remain to be seen whether a new president, eventually Republican president, if it does occur, will decide to scrap those executive orders and revert to the condition that existed before. In my opinion, also that would be unlikely. So the most likely scenario for the short term would be the continuous progress on the rapprochement between Cuba and the United States, but at the same time, the main provisions of the embargo will remain in place. Once you create different kind of condition and more business opportunities, there will be a new dimension, a new fight in Congress that can be fought in terms of lifting the restrictions.
What do Cubans hope to see next? The lives of average Cubans won't really change much. So what do they want?
Most of all, an improvement in the purchasing power of their salaries. Some people have mentioned that the real salary in Cuba, the average monthly salary is $20 per month. If you consider the subsidies the Cubans are receiving from their government, definitely is more than that. But there is a problem with the dual currency that is being eliminated. And in general terms, Cuba must produce more, the economy must tackle efficiency problems, and once you do produce more, you lift the economy, also that will reflect in the average living of the Cubans.
Will some of the remaining challenges between Cuba and the U.S. be easier and perhaps faster to work through with the embassies now reopened and these renewed ties?
I would actually say that the challenges still ahead are quite significant. The lifting of the embargo, again, it entails a different fight being fought in the United States Congress. When it comes to certain issues like the issues of human rights, the issue of Guantanamo, the issue of confiscated properties, these are all very important issues that entails a long series of negotiations. So for the time being, we have to be happy, or at least I am happy, that the re-engagement with Cuba has been acknowledged as a good policy as opposed to the isolationist policy of the past, but it remains to be seen how that policy will progress over time.
All right. Paolo Spadoni, thank you so much for your time.
And that was author Paolo Spadoni talking with our own Elaine Reyes.